What is it that we are not being told about COVID-19? I already made a video previously talking briefly about that this could be something bigger than we are being fed on the news. So in this video, I'm going to go into detail about and I dig a bit deeper into the sources that I was mentioning before, so we can read in detail what exactly are being said by some of these media outlets. So the first one was from a Business Insider article with the following headline: Angela Merkel estimates that 60 to 70% of the German population will contract the coronavirus. Interesting. So if the leader of a country says that, that should tell you something, that that leader has something or some information that is not being told to us. So what does that article precisely tell you? So this is what it says. German Chancellor Angela Merkel gave a grave prognosis to the parliament, telling that 60 to 70% of the German population could contract the coronavirus at some point, according to the German newspaper Bild. So when the leader dropped the statistic, the room fell silent. Surprise, surprise. Considering the fact that what we're being told about the official statistics of every single country doesn't really match up with what the leaders are mentioning. So if you take a look at what Angela Merkel says and what the real statistics are, so currently Germany, in about let's say almost 3 months of the corona crisis, has around under 200k cases and under 8,000 deaths. This is the current statistic about the corona crisis. So if Angela Merkel says that at some point we're gonna be having way more than those 170,000 infected cases, the question is it really worth it to lock down the entire population knowing that there's no other way out? Let's read another article. This is from by Sammy Taylor. I'll post the link down in the description so you can read the whole news, the whole article, sorry. But this is a health expert. He says also that 60% of the world's population could become infected with the coronavirus. So a brief description of what the article says. It says the World Health Organization says the coronavirus poses a greater global threat than terrorism. Wow. But according to the leading expert, 60% of the world's population could become infected within the coming months. So this was 2 months ago when this crisis started having more noticeable effect. So yeah, as you can read the article in more detail. This is a brief section of it. Basically, the summary is eventually you'll see that 40, 50, or 60% of the population will become infected. So this is the real question. If the whole population or a large parts of the population are going to get infected, just like it has happened with other flu type of viruses, just like it happens every single year where large portions of the population get some kind of flu infection. So does that mean that it is really worth to lock down the entire population knowing that there's no way out? Does that mean that the entire economy must be paralyzed? The global economy, I mean? I really found this doubtful. This doesn't really make sense considering the fact that what we see in the official outlets, in the media outlets, they know precisely the exact number of infected and the exact number of dead. But when you see opinions from other leading experts like these ones, or when a leader of a country says similar to what a leading expert says, then we should be thinking critically. It doesn't really make sense that this should be that this should be about a health crisis. It should be about something bigger. So one last article I want to share. This is from Global Research. Yeah, the elite's COVID-19 coup against terrified humanity. Of course, this media outlet is for the ones who are interested in geopolitics, that want to dig deeper into something bigger than just what the media outlet says and have additional interesting information. Of course, I'll post the link down of this following article, but you should get the idea that, yeah, there's something bigger that let's say the powerful people want to do with this, because this is, and then we know this because we see some misconceptions or some misalignments with what some experts say, with what some media outlets say, the way they try to terrify us, and this is what we get as a conclusion. We have some people saying that this is really not about a health crisis, this is more about something bigger, shutting down the economies and so on and so forth. So this is why I encourage you to comment to see what you think about this. Comment this video, and if you like it, click like and subscribe. I hope to hear from you guys.